A woman's health journey is incredibly complex, right? It can span decades from adolescence all the way through menopause and beyond, creating this vast and detailed medical history. Now, managing all of that data effectively, that's not just some administrative chore. It's an absolutely critical part of providing quality care. So, how can technology step in and make sure no crucial detail ever gets lost? Let's dive in and explore the solution. This quote really just hits the nail on the head. When a patient's history is scattered across a bunch of different paper files, maybe even in different clinics, the risk is so much bigger than just being inefficient. A missed follow-up on an abnormal test or a delay in getting a lab result, that could mean a lost opportunity for a crucial early intervention. And in women's health, the stakes are just way too high for that.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to dig into the specific data challenges that are pretty unique to gynecology. Then we'll look at the digital shift with electronic health records, or EHRs. We'll see how this tech empowers providers, puts patients back in the driver's seat, and ultimately, how it's shaping the entire future of women's health.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1. We're going to unpack the core problem here, the data challenge in gynecology and all the built-in problems that come with old-school, traditional record-keeping. You know, these challenges really create a kind of domino effect. You've got fragmented information, a file here, a sticky note there, and that directly leads to delays in getting lab results, or even worse, missing a critical follow-up. This inefficiency isn't just an administrative headache. It means that crucial windows for early treatment can slam shut, all while the practice gets buried in paperwork instead of focusing on actual patient care. So how do we fix this mess? Well, that brings us right into Section 2, a digital transformation. The solution lies in this specialized software we call electronic health records, or EHRs for short. The difference here is, well, it's night and day. It's a fundamental shift from chaos to clarity. Where you once had fragmented data scattered everywhere, you now have a centralized single source of truth. Those inefficient, clunky paper workflows, they become streamlined and digital. And where records were once prone to errors or just getting lost, they're now secure, accurate, and you can access them instantly. This is what enables seamless care coordination. Now for Section 3. Let's really zero in on what this means for the doctors and nurses, the people on the front lines. We're talking about empowering healthcare providers by seriously improving their workflow, their efficiency, and their decision-making. This empowerment really rests on 4 key pillars. First, it's about streamlining those daily tasks to save precious time. Second, it's about improving clinical decisions with better data. Third, coordinating care seamlessly with other specialists. And finally, navigating that complex world of regulatory compliance. Let's take a closer look at each one. You know, a lot of this just comes down to time. With customizable templates designed specifically for OB-GYN visits, everything from prenatal care to fertility treatments, providers spend way less time on charting. And all that saved time, it translates directly into more meaningful, face-to-face interaction with the patient. Okay, this one is a massive game changer for patient safety. Having a complete medical history, from past pregnancies to recent lab results, all in one place, lets a doctor make a much more informed decision. And with real-time alerts for abnormal results, they can act on critical information immediately, not days later when a paper file finally happens to land on their desk. Women's healthcare is almost never a solo effort. It's a team sport involving a whole group of specialists. An EHR system lets an OB-GYN instantly and securely share records with a radiologist for imaging results, or an endocrinologist who's managing a hormone condition. This makes sure everyone is working from the exact same playbook, which cuts down on redundant tests and really aligns the overall care plan for better outcomes. And finally, there's the incredibly important issue of compliance and security. Modern EHRs have tools built right in to protect sensitive patient data. This makes sure they meet HIPAA regulations. That's the federal law protecting patient health information. They also help with accurate coding for billing, which reduces costly errors and helps the practice run smoothly and, most importantly, ethically. Okay, let's move on to our 4th section and see how this technology impacts the most important person in the room. It's all about putting patients in control and truly enhancing their experience. For patients, the benefits are immediate and so empowering. Through secure online portals, they can actually see their own test results, send a direct message to their doctor, and manage their own appointments. This level of access and communication really builds a true partnership in their own healthcare journey.
So the key that really unlocks all of this patient empowerment is the patient portal. Think of it as a secure online hub that gives you 24/7 access to your personal health information. It's your direct line to your records and your care team, and you can get to it from anywhere.
This table does a great job of summing up how the features of a specialized EHR system turn into direct, real-world benefits. You have patient-centric management, which leads to better, faster decisions. Real-time interoperability, that's just a fancy way of saying different systems can talk to each other, creates seamless collaboration. Integrated billing cuts down on errors, and rock-solid security makes sure patient data is always protected. It's really a complete end-to-end solution.
All right, for our final section, let's look ahead a bit. Section 5, the future of women's health, where we'll focus on the integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning. This is where things get really, really exciting. The next big step isn't just about managing data better, it's about using that data to actually predict the future. AI-powered tools can analyze huge amounts of patient information to find patterns and predict risks, like potential complications during a pregnancy, before they even have a chance to happen. And the pace of innovation here is just incredible. We're looking at a future with AI offering decision support right to doctors, tools that can predict patient risk, and even voice recognition that completely automates documentation. And what's the ultimate goal of all this tech? It's to free up providers so they can dedicate more of their valuable time to what matters most, direct patient care. And this all brings us to one final, really powerful question. As these incredible technologies start to merge with our ever-expanding understanding of biology, we're moving away from an era of reactive treatment and into one of proactive, truly personalized care. So the question isn't if we can redefine women's health for the better, it's how we will continue to use this amazing technology to do just that.